Hey there, and welcome to today's class. Today we'll be doing a full body yoga routine just to keep our bodies active and moving. So we're going to begin in a seated position with our legs crossed, hands either on our laps or on our knees. And we're just going to close our eyes and just for the next few moments, just bring our focus to our breath, centering ourselves as we just forget about all of our stresses and strains outside of the mat. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose, feeling your lungs full and expand, and relax as you breathe out either through the nose or the mouth. Taking another nice deep energizing breath in, and a calm, relaxing breath out. And keeping your eyes still closed, you can drop your chin towards your chest and rolling your chin over to the left shoulder as you take a breath in. And then exhale, bring your chin back to your chest as we roll it over to the right. Breathing in to move to the left. And exhale to the right. Just going in this back and forth motion. Stretching out your neck. Just working out any kinks you can feel. And then bring your head back to center. We're going to stretch out our right hand to the side, and then with our left hand, we're going to reach it up as high as we can, getting a nice little stretch going on in our ribs before leaning over to the right, stretching as far to the side as we can, while still focusing on keeping our hips nice and grounded. Pushing ourselves back up, moving on to the other side. So left hand down, and with our right hand reaching up as high as we can, getting a nice little lengthening going in our ribs, before exhaling, gently leaning over to the left. And coming back up straight. We're going to place both our hands onto our knees. We're going to go through some seated cat-cows. So taking a breath in, we're going to lift our chin up and pushing our chest out. Before exhaling, bringing chin to chest as we round our backs out, pushing our shoulders forward. Taking a breath in to come into our cow. And exhale into our cat. Just going through 3 more rounds at your own pace. Focusing on matching your movements with your breath. Finally, your last round. And then from here, you can come meet me in a downward dog. So having your hands gripping onto the mat, keeping a slight bend in your knees as you focus on keeping your back nice and straight. Now, from here, we can just pedal our dog out, bending one knee at a time. You can maybe even sway your hips from side to side, just really feeling every muscle and bone in your body. And then when you're ready, we can start in with our right leg. We're going to take a breath in as we lift our right leg up, coming into a three-legged dog. And exhaling, bending our knee. We're going to bring it over to the left side, tapping into our left arm. Inhale to come back up. Exhale, bring it over to the right arm. Inhale, back up. And then exhale, we're going to place our foot between our hands. You can either choose to keep your back knee up or you can lower it down. As we come onto our fingertips, opening our chest out to come into a runner's lunge. And then from our runner's lunge, we're going to twist ourselves over to the left. As we drop our back heel and going into a side plank, you have the option of either keeping your right hand grounded and kickstanding your right leg to give you a bit of an assisted side plank. Or if you're feeling strong, you can bring both your legs together, raising your left hand up to come into a full side plank. And then keeping your left leg grounded, you kick your right leg out as we come into a falling star. And lifting your right leg up, you bring your left hand down, and you have the option to either bring your legs together or you can come keeping your right leg hovering as we go into a single-legged vinyasa. So holding here for a breath in, exhaling to lower yourselves down. Inhale, bring both feet down as we come into a cobra. Before exhaling, tucking our toes to come into a downward dog. Moving on to the other side, left leg kicking up nice and high for your inhale. Exhale, bringing left knee to right arm. Inhale to come back up. Exhale, knee to left arm. Inhale, back up. And then exhale, bringing your foot between your hands. And once more, choosing to keep your back knee up or lowering it down as we open our chest out, looking in front of us for our lunge. And then keeping your left hand grounded and twist over to the right as we move into whichever variation of side plank our body needs. And keeping our right foot grounded to the mat, can kick our left leg out for our star. Finally twisting ourselves back to center, choosing to once more go onto both legs or keeping your left leg hovering as we exhale to lower down. Inhale to come up into our cobra. before exhaling to move back into our downward dog. And from our down dog, we can now walk our hands to the back of the mat, coming to meet me in a forward fold. And from here, you can keep a slight bend in your knees. So you can just let your body sway from side to side, grabbing onto your elbows for a ragdoll. As you just relax your whole upper body and let gravity do all the work for you. And then coming to stillness, we're going to take a breath in, placing our hands onto our shins or knees as we lift our chest up halfway, keeping our back nice and straight. Exhaling, coming back into our forward fold. And then tucking your chin into your chest, you can start slowly rolling up, coming up one vertebra at a time. And then once you come to your full standing, lifting your chin up, rolling your shoulders back, palms facing forward as we come into our Tadasana. And from here, you can just feel your feet grounded onto the mat. Just taking some nice deep breaths just to relax your heart. And when you're ready, we're going to move on to our eagle poses. So keeping our right leg grounded, we're going to lift our right hand up, and with our left hand, using it to wrap around our right arm, choosing to either bring the backs of your backs of your hands together, or you can try and see if you can bring your palms or your fingers to your palm. And then with your right leg, taking your left leg, you're going to wrap it around your grounded leg, and choosing either if you have the balance to do a full wrap, or if you're struggling a little bit, you can just bring your left toes down to the mat. And from here, we're just going to lean slightly back, lifting our eagle arms as high as we can for an additional back bend. And straightening back up, can unwind our legs and our arms, and we can move on to the other side. So left leg grounded, left arm out in front of you, and with your right arm wrapping around your arm, either bringing backs of hands together or bringing your fingers to your palm, and with your right leg wrapping it around your left, either keeping your balance on the single leg or bringing your toes down to the mat. And here, taking a breath in as we gently lift our arms up and go into our gentle back bend. And then unwinding ourselves. You can meet me laying on your stomachs with your arms by your sides. We're going to go into a locust. So when you're ready, taking a breath in, we're going to lift our chest up and raising our legs as high as we can. And if it helps a little bit, you can see if you can grab your hands behind your back and just pulling it. See if you can get a little bit of extra length and height with your chest. Holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you can release and relax. And then going into a shoulder stretch, you're going to take your right hand, placing it underneath your right shoulder, and with your left hand out to the side, you're going to slowly roll over onto the left side, stacking your right hip over your left. And if this feels like the limit to you, you can stay here as is. Or if you want to go a little bit deeper, you can bend your right leg, placing it just behind you, as well as maybe even your right arm, placing it onto the small of your back. And slowly bring your legs back together. Bring your right hand back down to the mat to help with the balance. As you roll over, and we can move on to the other side. So left hand just below left shoulder, right hand straighten out to the side, twisting, stacking our left hip onto our right, choosing to either stay here as is, or bending our left leg, foot just behind us, and our left hand doing a half bind behind our back. Then rolling back over onto our hands. And you're going to push yourself up, coming into a seated position with our left leg extended out in front of us and our right leg bent. We're going to place our right foot just on the outside of our left thigh. And using our left hand, we're going to wrap around our leg. And with our right hand just behind us for support. We're going to take a deep breath in, opening our chest up, getting a little bit of extra length in our spine. And as you exhale, you're going to twist, pulling your right shoulder as far back as you can. And maybe see if you can turn your head to look behind you. And then releasing yourself from the twist, and swap on over to the other side. So right leg straight, left foot just on the outside of your right thigh, wrapping your right arm around your leg, left hand behind you for support. You take a breath in, lifting our chest up, and exhaling, twisting to the left, and see if we can even maybe gaze over our shoulder. And then releasing yourself, bringing both legs together. We're going to come into a double-legged forward fold. For here, you can keep a slight bend in your knees if you need that. If you need a little bit of assistance. Taking your breath in, opening your chest out. As you exhale, hinging forward over your hips as you reach out with your arms towards your toes. And focus on trying to bring your chest as close to your knees as you can. And slowly releasing yourself, sitting back up straight. And you can come laying on your backs, legs still straight out in front of you, arms by your side. As we come into our Shavasana, so from here you can just relax every muscle, tendon, and bone. Closing your eyes. As you just focus on taking some nice deep belly breaths. As you just lay here for the next few minutes, just to relax and recharge. Taking a deep breath in, feeling your chest rise and fall as you breathe out. Start working your body up, wiggling your fingers and your toes, moving your head from side to side, and lifting your hands up above your head. Bring your hands together to do a nice full body stretch. Sorry about that. Do a nice full body stretch like you're waking up in the morning. And then choosing to either stay laying down, or you can come meet me in a seated position, eyes still closed. And you just take a moment just to reflect. Notice how you feel. And then when you're ready, you can bring your palms together up to heart center as we all take one last breath in. And then exhale as we bow to close our practice. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you're feeling a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more active and energized. Please let me know in the comments if there's anything else you would like me to do. And hope to see you again next time on the yoga mat.